Good morning. Happy Wednesday. We begin every Zoom with gratitude, and then we talk about company or team news. Well, I'm going to toss the gratitude portion over to Sky because there's a lot of company news to discuss. So, Sky, you want to take gratitude?
Yeah, absolutely. So, every morning we start with gratitude. I can't even begin to stress the importance of this and not just, you know, pretending to do it when we're sitting on the Zoom doing it, but actually writing it down. You can use anything you want. I use the 5 minute, few minutes a day journal from Amazon, or I just use a notebook and just kind of jot down, 1 to 5 things that I'm grateful for from the day before. And that's my gratitude.
Well, I'm talking about company news. I would love it if you would all write down at least one thing you're grateful for in the chat. I know those watching the replay will not be able to do this, but if you're watching the replay, put it in the comments of the YouTube replay. One thing you're grateful for today. I've been watching my YouTube channel, and people that are not part of our team have been checking out this Zoom on a regular basis. And something they see you comment may bring them to you. And I don't mind that at all. I don't mind sharing. So definitely put one thing you're grateful for in the chat. And if you want to, go ahead and put it in the comments on YouTube as well. Company news. Um, this morning I got an email. I'm sure the rest of you did as well. And it said, surprise, free shipping with the code free ship. Now, you can use credits, but after the price of credits and shipping, your total order does have to be $150 US dollars in order to get the free shipping. Now we have, where'd she go? Melanie's online. Maybe she can put in the comments what the cost in Canada would be for that as well. You cannot use free shipping for Thrive sample mail out credits, Thrive Nourish, or promoter packs for this 1 day only free shipping. The second thing, small price increases of $2 to $4 on products. Now, this is the very first time they've ever had to do a price increase because of the economy, but they're keeping it low, and that is amazing. Now there's also your 20% for retail or experience packs. But I was reading the promoter packs. There's not going to be any increase on promoter packs. And they're going to come up with 10 to 20% off of that, which is awesome. Other ship orders of $200 or more in the very first quarter are going to get free shipping if they qualify. I will have to read more into that and let you know about that on Friday. They also have new shipping and warehouse procedures. Now, they can't guarantee how fast you're going to be able to get your other ship order from the postal service to your house, but they can control how fast it leaves the factory, and that's what they're going to do. Also, sign up for Ultimate Thriver has started. I've already signed up. It starts on January 1st. You have until January 4th to get in your first picture, and then you'll do your other pictures at week 6 and 12. This is a great time to bring customers and promoters on your team alike together. Start a small chat for that group of people in the Ultimate Thriver. Put your goals down there, share recipes, share workout tips. I've already started sharing about the 10-day detox. What a great way to start the Ultimate Thriver than doing the detox. I think that's it on company and team news. Did I miss anything that you know of, Sky?
No, I think that covers it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so with goals, couple notes to make when setting goals to help them be successful goals. write them down, tell another person about your goals in depth. That's going to be your accountability partner. Set smaller goals like benchmarks. These are where you want to do like break it down into quarters, then weeks, and even days. The steps that you're going to take to get to your bigger goals. Learn from your mistakes, but don't give up. Reward yourself along the way. Celebrate small wins. You might not think it's a big deal to sign a free customer account, but it is. It truly, really is. Whether they order or not, they're just signing up a free customer account. That's one more person that you have the opportunity to help change their life. That's a small win. That's a big win. That's definitely something that you want to do. In the past, I did not know how to set goals. Yes, I'm 48 years old and I did not write down any goals my entire life until I started with this company. And then I really didn't understand how goals worked until I'm going on my third year in. At first, I thought I was pathetic for that reason. But now I know that we all have to learn. Just like I never thought a dream board or a vision board was important. But we just heard Katie discuss about how important dream boards really are. And I'm working on my fourth one because my first three, I've checked everything off. Like getting to Palooza, hitting 12K, getting to a retreat. I was able to check all those things off, meeting some amazing people along the way. In the past, Skye, how did you set your goals?
So, to be completely honest, I was kind of in the position of like I didn't really know how to set goals. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I wanted. It was kind of one of those things like, people tell you to set a budget and, you've got more money going out than you got coming in. So how do you set those goals? Like, how do you do that stuff when you just feel stuck? And that's kind of where I was until I found like a motivation and a passion and realized like what was really, really important to me and what I truly wanted.
That's pretty much where I was when I first started thinking about this. And I'm like, I got to talk to Skye and see if we can't get together a Zoom to talk about setting goals. And then a lot of you may know that I'm a homeschool mom. So I decided to start going balls to the wall about researching the importance of goals, how to set goals, where do you start setting goals. And everything I've come across says the best way to write an in-depth goal is to look back over your previous year. So in the comments of the Dream Team page, I put these sheets. And yes, they're out of order. I wasn't thinking about putting them in order, so I do apologize. But there's some sheets that say looking back. And it has questions that you have to answer for yourself. Are you going to be able to answer them in this little time of this Zoom? Heck no. If you do, then you're a heck of a lot better than I am because I'm still thinking of the answers myself and I've been researching this for a while. But answer questions like the first one says, I'm curious, what gifts and lessons did the year 2021 give you? Now, starting in 2020, we've had a lot of crap going on in the world. But this 2021, what did that give you personally? What did you learn from it? What wins and accomplishments did you have that you're proud of? Remember, every small detail of a step in the right direction is a win. Do not stop stepping forward with that. What worked for you in 2021? What didn't work for you in 2021? And then there's a page that says looking forward, again, to answer questions for yourself. I'm sorry, guys. What do you want for 2022? Do you want deeper connections? Do you want greater wealth? Do you want healthy mind and body? Do you want more joy? Or do you want all of those things like I do? What do you want in 2022 for you personally? Not your team, not your children, not your pets, not your family, not your sister, not your brother, not your mother, not your father, for you. Just you. Now, I don't know about guys, but I know as a female, I've come across so many of us that want for other people before we want for ourselves. Skye, am I right in that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Skye, let me ask you a question. When you're looking at the year ahead or the year behind, have you ever put yourself and your wants and your desires first and foremost completely?
No, no, probably not.
If you're on this Zoom and you have put yourself completely 100% for you and yourself alone, can you drop that in the comments and let me know, please? I would really love to hear what that looks like, whether I read it or you unmute. Like, I'm going to call her out real quick. Melanie, a lot of you don't know, but this young lady has completely and totally flipped her life upside down for everybody except for herself. Right or wrong, Melanie? Come on, girl, unmute. No, I was going to call you out. You're here. And she may be pissed off at me that I did this, but okay, her mic's not working. That's okay. But I sat down and I looked at the conversations that her and I have had over the past several months. And I realized that I'm the same way. I'm giving her information and advice to not talk about what everybody else wants, but to talk about what she wants. And here I am doing the same damn thing. Oops, same dang thing. But I need you to sit down and think about this for at least 10 to 15 minutes. What do you want for yourself personally without thinking about anybody else? And it is the hardest thing in the world, but you need to do it. Then after you do that, you can think about what you want for your business, what you want for your family. Another sheet that says focus and action. What actions do you need to take to make 2022 even better than 2021? Do you need to have more conversations? Do you need to get better organized? What do you need to do to make it better? What additional training or support do you need? Now, this is going to be important for this Zoom moving forward. We're going to be doing an overhaul. We've removed the reading from these Zooms. I have right now currently put winners on hold until Lisa is able to catch up with everybody. We all go through hard times, and Lisa has had it pretty rough with sickness and moving and traveling and just way too much on her plate. So I've paused the winners for right now until she can get caught up. But I need to know where you guys want to see this Zoom go forward in the future. I've realized how important this Zoom is to me. But more importantly, I realized how much each of you are important to me. And I need to know what you guys need so I can make sure that I'm able to offer that to you. And I have amazing people that's willing to do that with me. Skye, Melanie, Katrina, Katie Sue, We're all willing to give you what you guys need, but I need to know what you need. Where do you need to focus more in 2022? What do you need to focus on less? I need to focus less on everybody else and more on myself. And that's being true. What opportunities do you have to move on or ramp up? Can you think of anything else to add to that, Skye?
I cannot. I absolutely agree with you. I love everything that you just said, especially with this Zoom and just kind of moving forward and, really knowing what everybody wants and needs.
I just saw somebody post about the IPAs in the chat. I made custom IPAs the other day, and I know Shannon and I shared them in the Dream Team as well as that Thrive Life. They have life tasks, IPAs, 40K push tasks as well on them. So feel free to use those, guys.
And I will post them in the comments for this Zoom as well, because they are pretty badass. And I have to work on that myself as well, because I start off really great and I'm doing my IPAs, and then by this time of the week, I'm slacking off, I'm getting busy, and I really need to work on my time management. Yes, I do stay consistent in my stories. My posting these past couple days have not been that great because I'm sick, but I still have to do it, and I need to work on that for myself. There's other sheets that I put in the comments that's kind of like says my year in review that goes a little bit the same way as those other sheets I did, but I wanted to give different types. So if those are questions you don't need to answer, I wanted to put other ones in there that you could. Like the 10 things I'm most excited about that happened this year are. Now that's talking about 2021, not what's coming forward. And oh, isn't it just amazing, guys, how her mic started working after I got done calling her out?
I switched to my tablet.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
then
switched devices.
let's pause for a moment. And why don't you talk about what it's like to think about everybody else but yourself?
Oh God. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, it's physically and mentally draining sometimes to always put everyone first. And reflecting back on this last year and some of the conversations Shannon and I have had, it's exhausting because I only recently realized that I was putting people ahead of myself who weren't on my level. Okay, so I have big goals. I have big dreams. We all do. I want to be, and I'm going to say it out loud. And Shannon and Erica and anyone who know me can attest to this. I will be 40K and 9 months pregnant at the end of 2022. That's my big goal in life. I want to start our family. We got married this year. Why not start the family next year? I have these big goals. I don't want to be dropping my baby off at a babysitter if I can be working 100% from home, watching my baby take their first step, watching my child grow. Because that is something I want. Hey, Star. I have made excuses for people who weren't showing up for their business or showing up for themselves. Because I can tell you right now, I was like, oh, this person really wants it. And then I look back and I'm like, no, this person didn't want it. Oh, I will fix that. Yeah. I have pushed people to do what I thought that they wanted to do because, oh, Melanie, I really want this. And then they just vanish into thin air. Oh yeah. Shannon just messaged me. That's all it was, guys. They vanish into thin air and then they come back and they're like, yes, I'm ready to do this. And I'm like, are you 100% ready to do this? Because I can show you the way, but it takes you to do this. And that's been my motto the last couple of weeks. And it has changed my perspective. I'm also juggling an outside job, plus packing to move, and school still. So yes, life is a little crazy, and I can understand 100%, Shannon. We need a time management Zoom that everyone learns from.
And that's just the thing, like this Zoom we're doing now, I decided to make it today and Friday because you can't talk about some of these things and learn some of these things in just one Zoom. You can't learn about time management in one Zoom. That might take a month of Zooms. 3 days a week, maybe half a month. But you can't learn about transitions in one Zoom unless you're like amazing and like Katrina. You can't do and learn about the things to do with events in just one Zoom. I know that Katrina, we had her do a couple of different Zooms on events, but we're going to have to readdress that in 2022 because we're all going to have new people coming on. It's not like we can just have one Zoom and say, okay, that's the only time we need to have that one Zoom, because it's bullcrap. We all have new people coming on a regular basis because everybody on this Zoom is rock stars. I mean, we have one teammate that does a batching Zoom and sorry guys, I'm just like out of it. We have Megan Holcomb does a batching Zoom every Saturday morning. Why don't we talk about that on one of these Zooms? Instead of just one person doing it, let's come together and talk about the things we've learned. It doesn't matter if you're 4K. It doesn't matter if you're 12K, 40K, 80K. It doesn't matter what the freaking rank you are. You have something to teach. You have something we all can learn from. Okay, so back to the year in review. Make a list of 10 things that you had happen for you in 2021. And out of those 10 things, what 3 things are you most proud of accomplishing? Write down what you felt like when you accomplished those things. Write down 3 things you want to do more of this coming year. Write down 3 things you want to do less of this coming year. And if you summed up last year in one word, what would it be? What do you see possible for next year? Now, guys, when I ask you what you see possible for next year, I want you to think big. I don't want you to think, oh, let me see. I'm going to try to hit the other bonus because I'd really like to get there. No, I am going to hit the auto bonus. I am going to get a new car, or I am going to get that $300. Stop thinking to yourself that it could happen and start realizing that you're worthy of it, that you can get this, that you can do whatever your heart desires. Believe in it, speak it, and never let it go. 10 things you want to accomplish next year. And next week, not next week, Friday, we're going to talk about breaking goals down. But the rest of this Zoom, I want to talk about wheel of intentions. Now, I put these sheets in the Dream Team comments as well, but there's a blank one. So if some of these things don't fit you, you can change it up however you want to. But you'll see 2 of them that have some things in it. Some of them are different. Some of them are the same. But you take a big circle, and I even think Stacy did a Sunday night Zoom on this, if I'm remembering correctly. But you take a big circle, and outside the circle, well, you're going to break it up into, we're 8 different sections, just like a pizza. But you're going to have that big outer circle, and then you're going to do a smaller circle on the inside. Outside the circle, you're going to write down different areas, such as self-care, mind, body, and soul. Second section, money and career. Third section, lifestyle, home and travel. Then you got creativity, you have friends and family, you have love, you have community and activism, you have spirituality. On another one, they changed some of the things to like, let me see, that's the same, friends, family, and community. Nature. Let me see. This is what it should look like. You don't have to do colors if you don't want to. These are in the comments of the dream team. The dream team with this Zoom again. This is the blank one. This is the one I'm going to do myself because there's things in these that they just really aren't me. So I'm going to be doing my own. Now, when the inner circle, you're not going to mess with that right now. It's the outer circle that you're going to be doing with the wheel of intention. After you put in the outside, in the bigger section, you're going to start writing anywhere from 1 to 3 things you want for that particular section. When the inner circle, you're going to write your affirmation or your word that goes with that section. For example, if you do money and career, you might put in there, I will rank 12K. I will sign 6 rock stars. I will have 30 new ordering customers in the year 2022. This is just an example. In that inner circle on the card, you want to write something like, I will achieve my goals because I am a badass or I am a rock star. And those affirmations you want to say to yourself on a regular basis. Skye, what is something that you would like to see for money and career?
So, oh my gosh, the list is so long of the things that I would like to see. But, I would like to just continue with, my bills being on auto pay, continue building a savings account and make, getting my credit better so that I can buy a home next year. So I guess that's kind of my big goal, but some little small ones in the process.
And breaking that goal down into some steps, you don't have to do the whole thing. But if you were to break that goal down into like smaller steps, what would those smaller steps be?
Yeah. So definitely, starting with the big one of buying a house. And so how is that possible? What am I going to do? Credit score comes into play. So looking into that and whatever needs to be addressed there, whether it's, making it higher, building it, paying off, judgments, whatever it might be, saving for that down payment. And in the process of doing that, that kind of breaks down to its own small goal of like, well, how am I going to do that? I'm going to have to work. I'm going to have to maintain being 12K. I may have to get a 9 to 5 job. Like breaking down all those individual little bills and stuff on how it's going to allow me to build up that savings account for a down payment. I guess that's kind of what I've got as far as breaking it down so far. I mean,
Do you have a date set that you want to have that done by?
I would like to be in the position to do that by the beginning of like 2023.
Okay, perfect. Then you can take some of those steps, which is this is what we're going to be covering on Friday. You're going to break those steps down into quarterly goals, monthly, weekly, and daily goals. Get
Oh,
to
yeah.
that point. And like Star Goble, she put in the comments, start small. Now you could make your big goal, for example, my team thriving for free. You break that goal down into yourself thriving for free, your team thriving for free, your customers thriving for free. And you're capable of getting all of those people doing that with consistency, passion, and belief. Star, can I ask you to unmute for a moment and talk about some ways you can help people thrive for free? Would you mind doing that? Are you capable? I mean, I know you work a lot, just like I
Oh,
do,
sure, I
but
can do that. Can you
awesome.
hear me
Go ahead.
okay? Okay. So I was thinking as you were speaking out what I messaged in the chat. So what you can do is you can post in your stories about your 3 steps every single day. And what I mean by posting in your stories is you can just sprinkle it in there either with like a picture with your kids, or you can do a live video in there speaking like with yourself. I actually did one just a little bit ago that I'm going to be posting my stories later because it takes forever for it to load on my phone. But just post something about your 3 steps in your stories every day. And then somewhere put a poll in there where people can say if they like to try it, if they're not ready, or how much. So I challenge you to do that every single day. That'll help you get on your way to be thriving for free. And you can also, on your timeline, you can sprinkle thrive in there. I don't put as much on my timeline. I focus mainly on my stories, but just talk about it. Rather, it's a picture of you and your kids, and you sprinkle that in there somewhere with your DFT showing, or you talk about it with your mouth on a live or live in your stories with a poll. But you just got to make sure it's somewhere for people to see it or hear about it. Talk about it when you're in the grocery line if somebody asks you what it is. Make sure your DFT is presentable where people can see it. So that's a good start to begin the thriving for free process. You have to make sure it is in sight, or you're talking about it, or you're actually being a product of the product and wearing it. So I think that's a good start.
It absolutely is. And I love that. Now, I am going to probably end this Zoom a little bit earlier because I'm going to be giving you guys homework. And this is going to fit in with Friday's Zoom. I want you guys to think about some of these things. And like I said, I know it's not going to be able to be overnight, but try to write down anywhere from like 1 to 3, maybe 5 goals that you want for yourself. And it doesn't have to be humongous goals. It doesn't have to be 200K. It doesn't have to be a millionaire award. It doesn't have to be 2022, I'm going to lose 600 pounds. I mean, that's like scary to lose that much in 1 year. But anyway, you guys know I'm like really out of it right. And next to your goals, I want you to write a due date. Because this Friday, we're going to talk about milestones, short-term goals versus long-term goals. We're going to talk about breaking them down into quarters, into months, into weeks. We're going to talk about a roadmap to your goals, which all of this stuff I am going to share in the comments. But being able to break those goals down are important. If anybody on this Zoom thinks that they can help with that, please reach out to me. Skye and I are really looking forward to this, but we don't want to be the only ones talking. We want input from all of you. Because I've said it before, each of you have a voice and have something to share. During these morning Zooms, I swore nobody in my state is on our team, and I can't learn from other people, and I never have anything around me. And these morning Zooms, I was able to meet somebody that lives a 20-minute drive away from me. And she's an amazing lady. And come to find out, there's an entire team here. And I want us all to be able to count on one another. Are we on the same team? Maybe not on the same legs, but we're all under the same people. We all stem from either Jason or Paul. so we can be there for one another. I know that Katrina and we're not on the same leg. Skye and I are not on the same leg. Melanie, Star Goebel and I are closer on the same area than anybody else except, okay, Tammy Coddington's on. She is on my same exact leg, my same exact team. So I do have somebody here with me that's like right there. But we're family here. One thing that I have come to love about this company is the community. We are there for one another no matter what. We do life together. We share ups and downs together. There's been people on here that I've cried with. And it's just an amazing feeling when you know you have people you can count on. Skye, what do you got to add, honey? I need to take a drink.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would agree with that. Just to piggyback off of that, I it's kind of funny, but like in the center of my dream board is literally like a picture of a whole bunch of us, and it just says family, because one big thing for me is family. I just don't have the family that I should. And joining this team, I was always very astonished by the community after I got in. It was not anything that I was expecting. And now it's like, I almost want to reach out and talk to, similar teammates and stuff and tell them these things, because we really do life together. And, I have met so many thrivers that like I don't even know their upline or their team, and they will just message me out of nowhere about some graphic on my story or something, and I'll send it to them. Sharing is caring. So we are all here to help each other, and that's probably my favorite part of all of this. It was a goal that I did not think I was going to reach when I did. So surprises come in unexpected ways, I guess.
I love that. And Trina, do you have anything to share about goal setting or steps or being there for one another? Anything?
For goal setting, you said?
Goal setting or steps or being it, whatever you want to talk about that we've talked about on this Zoom.
Sorry, I have a lot. Obviously, I have a lot going on at my house, so I've been really trying to pay attention. But I just, I really love this Zoom. I'll just share a little bit real quick. When I first started in November 2020, I didn't really start getting onto Zooms and stuff probably until January, right? Because all of a sudden, all those rank advancements and stuff started dropping. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? So I started watching these Zooms, and I learned so much from these morning Zooms. So like, as far as that goes, I really look forward to, helping, however I can get these Zooms to where you guys want them, where everybody wants them. And as far as goals go, I have a lot of goals, a lot of action goals. I personally did rewatch the Zoom that Natasha Robertson did, and I made up my goals for next year off of that, because she's super organized, and the way she explained it was like, I can't even explain it that good. So I'm not even going to try. Go watch her Zoom. It's awesome. But I guess pretty much just make sure, like Star said, I saw her in the comments. She said that to make sure that start small. Absolutely. I agree with that 110%. Start small. Don't overwhelm yourself. You're not going to wake up and, I'm not trying to like say you're not going to be anything, but you're not going to just wake up one day and be 4K, be 12K, be 40K. So like you need to take the small steps, and it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. It doesn't matter how long, just keep taking those steps every day. If you don't do it, you're not going to get there. So you have to keep doing it. Show up for yourself. Show up for yourself, your business, your family, of course, and the things you care about. That's probably like my biggest thing. I have a lot of really exciting things on my to-do list, but I don't want to overwhelm all of you because I do a lot. I have a lot of free time. So not really free time, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I don't, plan ahead. If you want to do vendor events, I highly suggest like start looking into them and start scheduling them out for next year. So then you can just be, if you have it already scheduled, you're going to do it, right? And you're going to be able to have the time to get more organized to do it. So I think that's really all I just want to say. I look forward to helping not like make the Zoom better. The Zoom is great already, but I love getting on in the morning. I am up at like 5:30 every day. So I am here. And I hope you all have a great day.
I just want to say something. Y'all thought I was a crazy busy person until you meet Katrina. Like, I'm just saying this now. Like, she puts me on the, okay, maybe I should step up my game list because she's always on the go. One thing, you guys, remember that we are all in different seasons. So you may see somebody going from 0 to 12K, but that is their season. They've been working the last 90 days plus to get to that season. It takes 90 days for you to turn your business from 0 on. Okay. And that is staying consistent. Like Star said, going in your stories, sharing stuff in your stories, making that random post on Facebook. Okay. Make sure if you are making a Thrive post that after you're done it, you hide it off of your Facebook page because you will get spammed, like flagged as spammy. So we don't want that to happen. Also, a little tip on batch working, because I seen that was something you guys all want to work on. Get up, shower, do your hair, do your makeup. Get 5 t-shirts, 5 shirts, guys, that you can visibly see your patch on your arm or on your hand in. 7, fine. I do 5, whatever. And
some of us only have 1 day out of 7 to do this.
well, yes, exactly. So what I do is Sunday, I get up, I wash, do my hair, do my makeup, I shower, I do it all. And then I make my wonderful husband take 1,000 photos of me doing different things with my Thrive patch on. Okay. That's what you do.
You don't need professional stuff to do that, guys. You don't.
You do.
Outdoor lighting takes care of a ring light. You can get one of those little like, I know what I want to say, but you don't need a husband or somebody to take a picture.
A tripod or a self timer on your phone.
Self timer. That's it. That's what I meant to say. Self timer. And I was able to do these things that she's talking about without having any kind of money in the beginning. Have I gotten a ring light since then? Yes. Have I gotten a tripod I started with a selfie stick, guys, and it was funny because you could always see my stick in every picture. But I've evolved. But you can do these things without worrying about things. Now I know I cut Melanie off, and I'm sorry. I just needed to say a few things before I forgot because my mind is like out of it. There's people that show up on our Zoom that does not have a team like most of us do. And they can help learn. We can help them learn. We can help them be there for others like nobody was there for them. There is one person that shows up every single morning that never speaks. And I just appreciate him showing up. Gerald has been with us for at least 2 years now, if I'm thinking right. And he never talks. He never turns on his camera, but he's always showing up. Miss Elaine, she's an amazing woman, guys. If you have not had a chance to have a conversation with her yet, do so. Jennifer, Angela, Heidi, Erica, Christina, Heather, everybody here has something they can share. And they need to start sharing it with us. Am I going to force them to? No. But I would love to have them reach out to me so we can get them on our schedule. They don't have to host, they can be a co-host. We can just have a Zoom where everybody shares their tips and tricks. It doesn't matter. But we all have something we can share. And it's amazing because that's how we come together as a community. That's how we do life together. It's not just got to be during the celebrations. We don't want to be at a low point and talk to somebody else at a low point, because then you got two people at a low point. We want to be able to have somebody we can reach out to when we're at our lowest that's at their highest, so they can help pull us up. We want to be there for each other as a family. Now, if anybody has anything else to share, please do so now. If not, we're going to go ahead and end this and be back Friday morning to break down some goals. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'm going to add something really quick. My kids are awake, but oh my gosh. I just want to say, if you can hop on any Zoom, just try to hop on, even if it's for 10 minutes or a little bit. Just make sure you don't force yourself to hop on a Zoom just because you need to do something. Hop on because you want to take something from it, and make sure that you implement it when you're done. And even if you have crazy kids in the background, make sure you still hop on and put your earbuds in. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, this is something we can all do together. We all understand. If you're a mom, if you're a pet mom or a dad, or even if you don't have kids, we understand. You don't. One thing I'm constantly telling my daughter, whose name is also Star, stop apologizing for being a mom. Stop apologizing that you're busy. Stop apologizing that somebody's yelling in the background. We get it. It's okay. Anybody else?
And guys, those of you that are catching the replay, it is 100% okay to catch a replay, because I work such a crazy schedule. 9 times out of 10, I'm Monday, Wednesday, and Friday working 7 to 4. So I miss the Vibe Tribe Zoom. So I catch the replay, and that's how I get my community. But that is 100% okay. It is okay to not be here live with us, or to be like, hey, I got 5 minutes, and then can somebody send me the replay? I have done it. I'm pretty sure my inbox is filled of Shannon blowing me up with Zooms because I've missed them or I've asked for them.
And the Vibe Tribe replays can always be found either on my YouTube page or in the vault. I think that's it. Before Friday, write down some goals that you want to achieve for 2022. And then we're going to work Friday on breaking them down into small actions. And that's going to be extremely important, because if you're like I was in the beginning when I very first started setting goals, I didn't break them down. And when I didn't hit my goal at the end of the year, I got into a funk. And I don't want that for any of you, because you all deserve better. You all are capable of better. And remember, if you watch the replay or you don't watch the replay, still go in today's Zoom or get it posted in the YouTube page and jot down something you're grateful for. I am not at the point yet where it shows everybody the views and whatnot, but I do get like monthly analytics sent to my email. And one of the monthly analytics showed that this Zoom is the most watched on my page. And out of like 100 names, 40 of them I could not find on any team page. So let's show them what we are made of. let's show them that we're grateful for different things in life. And I don't mind sharing. So if one of those people come to you and say, oh, I seen your comment on YouTube, sign them up, guys. Let's get them thriving. The world needs to thrive. Until Friday, have a great day. I love you all. Guy, thank you. And we'll talk more about the breaking it down before Friday.